What's going on, guys? Shane D here. I'm at home today. It's a home vlog. A bowl of cereal. Did you like that nice montage of me making a bowl of cereal? I thought it went pretty good. Casey Neistat style. That's the way they call that vlogging. Honey Nut Cheerios. Aren't they just the bee's knees? Aren't they just the best? Guys, what I want to talk to you about today is the time that I got kicked out of a, what do you call it? Erotic dance hall. There's a regular name for it, erotic dance hall. People don't like to be called, dirty, nasty things anyway. These are hardworking women. They work the gentlemen's clubs, the strip club. The time that I got kicked out of the strip club when Janine, the porn star, was there. Now, this was a crazy thing that happened to me because, look, I've never been a huge goer of the strip club. Been there a handfuls of times. If I had 4 hands, probably, or 6 hands, that's how many times I've been to the strip club. So I don't regularly go. But I did have a pal of mine, and he went every week. He would get $200 out of the ATM at the strip club. He would get all ones. He thought all the ladies were in love with him. They loved him so much. It wasn't about the money, man. It's not about the money. They like me for me, okay? So a few times I had went with him because who better to sit to next to the dancing tables where the ladies come over and dance is the guy that has a stack of $1 bills that's, as tall as your raging boner that's in your pants. So anyways, I never go to the strip clubs very often at all, but who doesn't like seeing beautiful women dance? And like I said, some of them are drug addicts, not very many. Some of them are trying to better their lives, and there's a quick way to make a lot of money. Some of them are going to school. Some of them are models. And the place that we went to just knock out beautiful, beautiful girls. Well, on this particular night, see, my friend not only was a strip club-aholic, but he was also a porn-aholic. Not specifically just the kind of porn you fucking durky, and then you call it a day and go about your things. The kind that followed porn stars and everything else. Now, this porn star, Janine, you may know her from the Blink 182 video. Very sexy. Somewhere back in the 80s, maybe the 90s, she was at her best or whatever. So anyways, he says, newsflash, everybody. Janine is in town and she's going to be there. And by damn it, I'm going. And I don't have a lot of money. I'm sorry, my friend, but I would probably go with you to see this porn star, dance. But, I just don't have the cash. I don't have the green beans, as we call it. He says, you know what? I live at home with my parents. I'm 35, almost 40 years old. They don't make me pay rent or utilities or anything else. I have quite a bit of money in my savings account. I'm going to go ahead and splurge for you tonight. I says, wow, okay, well, sure, let's go see Janine. Now, I did get kicked out of this thing, and I'll get to that. I was removed from the strip club where Janine was at. But we sit down at the table. He goes over, he buys a few daiquiris for us, some mojitos or something, and he goes to the ATM. He gets out 2 fresh $100 bills. When you go to the strip joints or the gentlemen's clubs or whatever, they've always got stacks and stacks and stacks of $1 bills. So people go to the ATM, they get out the $100 bills, they take it over to the counter, the guy goes ching, 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 ching. There's your $200 in ones, because they know all that money's going to end up back in the gentleman's club, because you're going to toss all those dollars up on stage. Some you're going to just throw up there. I'm not a fancy guy. I would fold $1 in half so it kind of made a little teepee like that, and I'd slide it up and kind of giggle and wait for her to come over and boom, cha, boom. And then they usually do a little dance that's less than a minute long for that dollar. And then they kind of sweep that dollar away from where your hands can reach it again. They don't want you doing onesie for twosies on that. So we get there, we sit down, we're having daiquiris, we're having a gay old time. I mean, the place is packed, and there are beautiful women dancing, and she's the main star, so she's going to be coming on pretty quick to entertain. And we are getting sauced up. We are really getting sauced up. I have had at least 5 or 6 daiquiris by this point. I'm seeing beautiful women that I'm never, ever going to be able to even get alone in a room and talk to and say, I write poetry. I'm a poet, and I wrote you something, and they listen to it, and they say, by God, you're so amazing. I want to run away with you. It's all fantasy in these places. They make you feel good, but then they go and Clorox themselves off going, my God, did you see how close that son of a bitch got to me? Anyways, enjoying ourselves. Many daiquiris, mojitos, shots of something or other. And I'm feeling pretty froggy. I'm feeling pretty damn good. And Janine's getting ready to hit the stage, and they got the music that starts playing and everything else. And I am just sitting there going, wow. I mean, you get so drunk at some point that you kind of lose thought of what you're even there for. You're kind of just going, look at them boobs, look at that, oh, look at those, look at that ass or whatever, look at them boobs, look at that ass or whatever, and you're just kind of, you're not all there anymore. Too many daiquiris will do that to you. Anywho, you hear the guy, the lights go down, everything's, the stripper pole is right in front of us, and the guy starts going, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen her from Double Dildos Part 2. You've seen her with 5 men and a vagina. You've seen her with, naming off all of her movies. And if you haven't seen her in that, you've definitely seen her in the Blink 182 video. And I'm excited. I'm drunk. I'm close to obliterated by that point. But he says, and here she is, the main attraction of tonight, Janine, and here she comes. And she doesn't look bad for 50 plus years old. I mean, she really doesn't. And the first song, she's got some kind of lingerie on, and she's not going to give it all to you in the first 1 or 2 songs. She's probably got a 6-7 song set she's going to do. So she's going to slowly let your imagination, go away with you, drift away with you. And I don't know what it was, but there was some kind of an aura around her. It wasn't that she was amazingly beautiful. She was a good looking, but she wasn't my favorite porn star or anything like that. She was an okay looking woman. She's well over her, years in the porn business and everything else. I mean, she's just a gaping hole down there or whatever anymore, but there's an aura around her. I'm like, my God. And I am tossed. These daiquiris have done me in. They have turned me into a freaking mess, okay? So I'm looking up at her, and all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, this is a damn angel. I am seeing before my eyes a damn angel. And maybe it was the songs they were playing, Baby You're an Angel, You're My Angel by Aerosmith, and all of those hits. But I was going, this is a freaking angel. At that point, I look up at her, and I start to get water mouth. I start getting water mouth, and I'm like, my God. So I bend over and put my head, perhaps this will help me with as many daiquiris as I've had. I put my head down, and I threw up all over my favorite shirt. And no one seemed to notice that I'd thrown up all over this shirt. So in my drunken state, I decided to myself, the best thing I should do here is get rid of the evidence. So I took my shirt off and I threw it under my feet. And yet no one seemed to see anything that was going on, but I did feel a bit better. So I finished the rest of my other daiquiri. And then I looked back up at her, and it was almost like she was taunting me to come up. Come to the stage and dance with me and be with me. Tonight is your night, buddy. Tonight is your night to be a hero. And, you know, the one time ever in the world, this strip club is going to allow you to make love to me on this stage, and everyone will rain $1 bills across our bare naked bodies. This is what my drunken mind was thinking. So what I do is I climb up. I begin my climb to the top of the stage to say hello in person to Janine. And that's when security notices, okay, there's a man with his shirt off and he's climbing up the stage to caress Janine against her will. So they come over, they grab me, they forcefully take me out the front door. They say, where's your shirt? I say, I threw up on it and it's in there where I was sitting. At least that's what I think that I said to them. And that was it. That was the end of it. The nicest thing that happened, though, is I didn't have any money. Remember, my friend bought me all the mojitos, the daiquiris, gave me a couple of dollars here and there to toss over to the strippers that night. I had no money. I had no money with me. And what did those fine folks do at that gentleman's club? They got me a cab. They got me a cab and they said, don't ever come here again. Something like that. And they said, take this gentleman wherever it is that he needs to go, and you're never to return here ever again. And I said, thank you. Bye. And that was it. That was the time that I met the porn star Janine. That is my strip club story. What did you guys think of that? Did you like it? Do you like the story time video that I just did there? I'm damn near done with my cereal. This might have a few edits in it, but I like my home vlogs to just be rockers, you know, just go for it. That's all I've got, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Come in for a cereal kiss. I love you so goddamn much. You know it. You, your entire family, even Janine knows that I love you, okay? So with that, swing in for a kiss. Talk to you again soon.